You know, I sat down and thought to myself, how could I possibly make a video like this and formulate a title that won't seem like clickbait? And I just came to the conclusion, like, any single title that I do make for this video, it's gonna seem like clickbait. So that's why the title's like that.
Check my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
Alright guys, as you guys know, the last arc of Boruto was finally ended. It was the longest arc of Boruto, and I know a lot of you guys are happy that it's finally over, but it's time to talk about the upcoming arcs of Boruto. And I have made multiple videos about the upcoming arcs, but this one right here is more of like a theory type of video. And of course, this isn't like a perfect theory. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen. This is just something that I feel like will possibly be a very good idea and possibly furthering the plot of Boruto as a whole. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys know the opening of Boruto is pretty much this thing right here. We all talked about it for a very long time. We thought it was going to be in the Mitsuki retrieval arc, but it turns out that it wasn't in the Mitsuki retrieval arc. Huge letdown. Now, as of right now, even myself, I lost hope in this thing. I'm like, yo, this thing is probably never going to happen. But I'm going to give you guys my dream scenario for this tail beast and how we could possibly see this tail beast being implemented later on in Boruto. Now, of course, as you guys know, as I said earlier, we have an arc right now, which is Naruto Shinden, is going to last 3 to 4 episodes. It's not going to be long at all. So the next arc after that, I'm praying that we're going to see this tail beast. Now, how I feel that we're going to see this tail beast is going to be from Urashiki Otsutsuki. I'm pretty sure we all know Urashiki Otsutsuki has been a guy that basically said openly like he has to do something about Boruto and what Boruto can possibly be, mainly because he understands the hidden potential of Boruto. So ever since he said that, we understood that Urashiki would possibly get a whole arc based on him, and we'll probably get a lot more information about all the other Otsutsuki members in the Otsutsuki dimension or Otsutsuki planet. I have no idea where they are as of right now, but my theory is the fact that this tail beast can possibly be the summoning jutsu of Urashiki Otsutsuki. Now, here's why I say this. It's common sense that there's no tail beast that's in this dimension as of yet, mainly because Naruto has all of them. He is the Sage of Six Paths right now, so all the tail beasts are in his command. And not only that, this tail beast looks completely different from the other 9 tail beasts that we did see earlier. So the only other explanation is, one, if this tail beast is a synthetic tail beast, which means that it was man-made, or this tail beast comes from another dimension. Now, I feel like the latter is possibly the most feasible in terms of the tail beast coming from another dimension. And if it does come from another dimension, the only logical explanation I can get from that is that Urashiki was the one to actually bring this tail beast to this dimension, pretty much summon it to fight off Naruto and possibly everybody else that want to protect the Konoha. We've learned from Momoshiki Otsutsuki in the past the fact that Momoshiki goes from dimension to dimension and siphons all of the dimensions chakra and tries to use it for himself. Because other dimensions has god trees, we can expect that other dimensions has tail beasts as well. So this is definitely a big reason why I feel like this thing right here is possibly Urashiki Otsutsuki's summoning jutsu, and they can both be introduced in the same arc. Now, how is this going to eventually further on the plot? Because I'm pretty sure you guys all know Urashiki Otsutsuki and also the tail beast looking figure are not in the manga. Now, I feel like this is pretty much a little bit self-explanatory. I made a video about this earlier, but the plan for Ikimoto and Kodachi, it's not necessarily to copy and paste what's happening in the manga as of right now. They want the Boruto manga to be treated as an independent, and they want the Boruto anime to be treated as an independent, and we can already see how different they are as of right now. Now, that's not to say that the starting points and the end points in terms of the Boruto manga and the anime are going to be different. They're going to be completely the same. But the writer said what's going to be in the middle of that are going to be completely different. Now, I feel like one of the biggest things that they can change, and I did talk about this before, is the Mujina Bandits arc. This is the arc where we first seen that Boruto activated his Karma Seal, and that's pretty much the start of the whole Kawaki arc right there. Now, the biggest part of that arc was Boruto activating his Karma Seal. Prior to that, the Boruto manga was thought of to be extremely boring. I know that's hard to believe right now, but before, the manga was actually very boring. It did nothing to actually further the plot of Boruto, and that arc in general caught a lot of slander from the Boruto community. So I feel like the writers of the anime probably seen that criticism of the Mujina Bandits arc and would probably change up that arc, but still keep that same focal point on the biggest thing that came out of that arc, which was Boruto's Karma Seal was extending. And because of that, I feel like Boruto's Karma Seal has the possibility of extending in an arc like this, where Urashiki and this tail beast are going on a rampage trying to kill off Boruto, mainly because Urashiki understands that Boruto's potential might even surpass his or even Momoshiki's. Now the Boruto anime is in a very critical spot with the character of Urashiki Otsutsuki, mainly because the Boruto manga did not introduce Urashiki Otsutsuki. And obviously because Urashiki is part of the Otsutsuki clan, he does garner a lot of attention. A lot of people do want to see him and see exactly what he is doing. And not only that, they did leave us with that super teaser of Urashiki having a Rinnegan just like Sasuke. So we're all anticipating Sasuke and Urashiki to possibly have like a Rinnegan battle. I feel like because of the hype of Urashiki, it has to do something to further the overall plot of Boruto, and this would be the actual perfect way to start off with Boruto's karma seal extending, and to start off with the whole Kawaki and Kado organization arc that we should be going into, I should say, either the middle or towards the end of this year. And other things that has me extremely optimistic of this is the fact that Orochimaru and Law were basically hinting towards the Kado organization in the last episode of Boruto. I'm pretty sure we all remember, and I actually did make a video talking about this extensively, is the fact that Orochimaru and Law were talking about how the scientist was stolen, and everybody kind of thinks that the Kado organization is possibly behind this. So I feel like this is definitely going to be something that we can look forward to, and hopefully as a dream scenario, we are going to get to see Urashiki in this tail beast looking figure in the next couple of episodes, or the arc is going to start in the next couple of episodes. But I do want to know what you guys think about this theory in the comment section below. Do you guys think it's realistic? Do you guys think I'm just bugging? Do you guys think it's a long shot? Let me know what you guys think. But it's been your boy Baara, and we out.
It's a knife.
Check my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual, no high cholesterol. Where's Jenny Craig? Bitch, just get sexual.